Now, joining us to discuss this further to help us better understand what happened in the market yesterday is Olaide Banu, research analyst at Atlas Portfolio Limited. Thank you so much for joining us, Olaide.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Now, the Nigeria exchange at the close of market yesterday decreased by 68.45 basis points to close at 52,911.51 basis points, while the market capitalization lost 37 billion naira to close at 28.5 trillion naira. What do you suppose is the reason for this decline?
The decline is as a result of the profit taking that has been emanating since last week. Yesterday's decline was largely driven by the price depreciation in the bellwether stocks such as WAPCO, Presco Industry Limited, and the other banking industry like GTCO, Zenith Bank, and many more like that. So it's a result of the profit taking and the negative sentiment of investors. It's the lack of positive catalyst in the market.
But we also see that the losses recorded yesterday were recorded in medium and large capitalized stocks, including Presco, as you mentioned, UAC, Lafarge Africa. We also saw Global Spectrum Energy Service, as well as the NEM Insurance. What would you describe as the negative sentiment for these stocks, or is it just some form of volatility in the market?
If you notice, Presco since over during the like previous weeks ago, Presco has been on a positive uptrend from about 130 naira to as high as 200 naira. So since last week when the negative sentiment started.
Okay. Olaide, okay, we'll try to link back up with Olaide, but of course it was looking at what happened in the market yesterday, especially seeing the losses recorded by the medium and large size capitalized stocks, talking about Presco, UACN, Lafarge Africa. We also saw Global Spectrum Energy recording some losses yesterday. But Olaide, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back with you. I can hear you.
All right, go ahead, please.
So what happened yesterday on Presco was as a result of the price decline on Presco and also on WAPCO. There have been
okay. Some glitches there, but of course we would fix it. Let's continue the show talking about what happened in the market yesterday. The stock market has been seeing some volatility and profit taking recently, and that is what Olaide was just analyzing with us. But we would definitely link back up with him to help us better understand the movement and everything that happened, especially as we saw the market having a bearish turn yesterday. Olaide, are you here? Okay, we'll take a break. When we'll come back, it will be time to continue the conversation. Please stay with us. All right, let's pick up the conversation from where we stopped before the break. Olaide is back with us. You were talking about the losses recorded by some stocks, talking about Presco, UACN, Lafarge Africa, Global Spectrum, and others. You were analyzing what went on with them.
Yeah, what happened on Presco was just the profit taking on that. So investors who invested when the price was about 130 naira about a few weeks ago believe that selling at 180 and even below 180 naira is a profit for them. So the same thing happens with WAPCO when some investors, when the price went as high as above 30 naira, but as at yesterday, it trades about 28 naira or so. So it's as a result of the profit taken on those stocks, because the significant presence of the significant presence of those stocks in the market, and the other likes of the GTCO and Stanbic, IBTC, Zenith Bank are doing more of cautious trading from investors on those stocks. So it's as a result of the profit taking and the cautious trading of those bellwether stocks.
Now, the MPC meeting is currently on the way, and the outcome will be out in a few minutes. How is the market sentiment or the equities market reacting to this?
Presently, as we speak, the market has started about 45 minutes ago, and as we speak, is more of.
Olaide, okay. We'll link back up with him. We're having some technical network issues here. But of course, he would be back with us to continue the conversation. And this is one of the things that we look at when talking about the equities market, talk about the gainers and the losers, what was responsible for the gain or the loss. Of course, yesterday's market was a recorded loss with 24 losers and 22 gainers. And of course, Olaide is here to help us understand what happened. Hello, Olaide, welcome back. Okay, still issues, some little issues there. But of course, looking at the Monetary Policy Committee meeting, which started yesterday, the 23rd of May, and of course, is still ongoing. It would end today, and then we would see what would happen. Would they retain the parameters, the monetary parameters, or would they be changed? That, of course, will also affect the market, and we're trying to understand now how that would affect the market. Would it be positive or would it be negative? And those are the things that Olaide was trying to analyze just before we experienced the glitch. But of course, it is one of the things to look out for. The CBN has left the parameters constant for a while now, not changing it. And of course, we've seen how that has been affecting the market. Olaide, are you back with us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, please go ahead with the reaction of the market to the ongoing MPC meeting.
Currently, the market has been on the bearish sentiment following the existing profit taking from the Nigerian brewery, so to say, and also the price depreciation, the negative sentiment on Boa cement. So this has been forcing the market to be on the bearish sentiment. However, the other stocks like the Airtel Africa has been on a high side and is quite trading well, which we believe, okay, we'll continue to look at the mood, the way the market is going to react and conclude based on that. You know, based on the GDP report that came out yesterday, the likes of the telco industry actually did very well. And I believe this was happening on the likes of Airtel Africa PLC.
Now, let's also look at those who recorded gain yesterday. We saw corn oil recording the highest gain of 9.95% to close at 34 naira 25 kobo, and also MRS oil gaining 9.93% to close at 14 naira 95 kobo. What do you think is responsible for this upward trend? Olaide? Okay, we'll link back up with him. Yes, looking at, of course, these stocks of corn oil, MRS oil. We also saw MC Nico's appreciating by 9.86% to close at 2 naira 34 kobo. And of course, these stocks have been on the positive in recent times. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you very much.
All right. Sorry for the breaking transmission, but please go ahead.
On the likes of the corn oil and MRS, the stocks have been on a bearish sentiment during the period when the market was on a high side about 6 weeks ago. When the market was on the high side, the prices of these stocks has been relatively stable. So this, I believe, okay, is playing out on these stocks. Investors are taking profits from the other stocks and while investing on the other one that have been on a relatively stable price. So this was actually playing on, and also the performance of the global oil prices in the market, in the global market, is also playing out, which investors are taking advantage of it. And looking at their Q1 result, especially most of these oil industries, which was relatively better off compared to the Q1 2020, is giving investors positive sentiment around the stocks.
Well, what sentiment is likely to dominate the market going forward?
Based on this, I believe the result of the decision of the MPC is going to have impact on the equity markets in the medium term. But also the election spending of this is also going to affect the market towards the end of the year. Although I believe with the current situation of the market, I believe the market is still going to have a positive reaction in the long run.
What's your outlook for the day's trading session?
Currently, as I said earlier, the bellwether stocks such as Nigerian Brewery, Boa Cement, and the negative side, they are trading bearishly as we speak. But the Ether African or other stocks like NEN Africa, HMG, Cosby are on the highs, are trading bullishly as we speak. So, if I can say now, the market has still been on a dicey sentiment because you never can tell what Ether alone can actually push the market upward. Compared to Nigerian Brewery and Boa Cement based on the percentage of gain or loss they have in the market. So let's still look at the market is going to look.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just leave it there. Thank you so much for the robust analysis. Olaide Banu, Research Analyst, Atlas Portfolio Limited. Well, we'll take a break now. When we come back, it will be time to discuss further right here on Business Breakfast. Please stay with us.